By the time I get here, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to part 2 and a sort of sunny West Sussex. Doesn't know what to do down here today, but I'm not worried because I can't see it. I'm locked in the workshop. So without further ado, because today is not going to be a short one, I don't think. It's going to be somewhere along the lines of an hour and maybe half like it was last week, but we're doing the inside. Let me bring in my ear maggot so you can see who will be keeping me informed of what you hoods out in the chat are on.
Hello, everybody.
And, young Andy, from just a bit further down the road than me. So
very pleased to be here. Yes, and as you say, a slightly sunny West Sussex. Looks quite sunny at the moment. Looking really quite nice out there.
Weather's just weird.
It won't last.
No. So I'm going to drop Andy into the background.
Okay, bye. See you later.
Any questions that you guys have, you know the procedure. Couple of cues or the word question or whatever. Let me, while I'm there, I'll put the right camera on as well. So I think we were looking at...
You little devil, you.
Yeah. I think we were looking at... No, we weren't. We're looking at the other one. 5.
That's the one.
We're looking at that one. So from what I've done this or during the week, apart from give it a quick coat of wax on the back, and there was a couple of small splits, shakes, that I've just dropped a little bit of super glue in for my benefit, not so much yours. I don't think they would give way, but this one actually goes to another knot there. So there's a center of a knot there. There's a bit of a knot there, and there's a center of a knot there. So it is a fairly long one, considering this is 22 inches from side to side. So without further ado, find that one because it's sharp. So I've just sharpened, and it still works. Let me turn the extractor on. Well, that's sucking itself away. You can give me a rundown as to who's in Andy,
who's
please.
here? Indeed, I will. Yeah, no problem at all. So participants lists starts with Chris Dodd, Circular Wood by Keith, whoever he may be, Clive Rogerson, Gav Sedai Woodwork, Gerard the French Turner, Hodgepodge Woodworks, Robert, Ian Leonard, John S. Casting, Lawrence Bugaja, Mark the Gentleman Wood Turner, Robbo Robertson, Robert Dolman, Steve Scott, Tommy's Workshop, Wivy Woodshed, hello Andrew, and Woodworm Paul. So at least a couple from Australia.
Good. We usually get 2 or 3 in, don't we?
Yep. If I come across anybody else, I shall let you know.
Right.
The Linnikins has just come in. So.
All right. Hiya, kiddo. Just need to take the high spots off. I'm eating it. Look. Bear with me. I'm just going to put the snood up so it might muffle the sound a bit, but it keeps it out of my mouth.
That's true.
Yeah. That's taken the bounce out of it. Work a bit further in now. I'm not worried about making it look pretty. That's better. I can get the volume up a bit now. Trying to get it as balanced as possible.
Tony Smith has just come in.
Anyway, welcome everyone, one and all. Thank you for spending your Tuesday lunchtime watching someone throw shavings across the workshop.
Doug Miller is in.
Welcome, Doug. Tell you what, this is very dry and very dusty.
I don't know if we've got anybody who wasn't in last week, but they may be wondering why you're turning in reverse on the back edge of the lathe.
Well, I can easily explain that. The bed bars will only give me to the centre a turn of about 16 inches. Oh, cramp.
And this was 21.5, wasn't it?
This is 22.5 when it started. It's down to 22 now. Yeah.
Beg your pardon.
So, as I've got reverse, I use it. I'm not afraid to use it. And there's some really nice colour and character and markings in this. Now I've got the skin exposed, but I'm still a little bit thick.
The big advantage to that, of course, is that your tool rest is not at full stretch to try and get the tool anywhere near the timber.
No, the problem, which one are we on? We're on this one.
Yep.
I could extend it right out, but even with this tool rest, I've only got 5 inches there, so that would only bring it to there. Still not enough.
Can't quite see that bit, but yeah.
I could put the monster on, tool rest on, and cover it. So from there to the end, I'm still missing 6 inches. So it's a lot easier for me to work that way.
Tool rest is more rigid, isn't it?
It's a lot more rigid. Plus, I'm not covering myself in dry shavings. I'm firing them all over the back to clear up later on. So I just need to work out what I want in the way of a rim for this plate.
Robertson says that's a great angle to show the perfect placement of where the gouge should be cutting.
Slightly uphill.
So from our point of view, that's another advantage.
Yeah, slightly uphill, handle well down, and throwing the chippings away. Now I'm going to reverse that because I'm going to pull them towards me. So still got the handle down, but that is the start of the bowl. So it feels quite reasonable. And even with this half-inch UK bowl gouge, 3/4 inch American, I can get a finish off the tool that is quite good.
Well, Terry Hooper's in. Hello, Terry.
Hello, Terry. You made it then. I'm just going to radius the edge.
And Trevor P is in.
On the top. You can see some of the colours, characteristics as I gradually run it round.
Yes, Robert Hodgepodge has commented on that. Looks as though it should have some excellent grain, he said.
It's got some wild, excellent grain, yeah.
Something similar to that. It's gone off the top, but looks like there will be some awesome figure in that wood, he said.
Yeah. Terry Hoover's got to catch up later. Thanks, Terry, for stopping by quickly. I think I'm spinning at about 300. So that is relatively fast, particularly 22 inches diameter. That is in excess of, riding on the knuckle, 1600 meters a minute. Edge speed. It's the edge speed that you need to worry about, because it might be doing 1600 on the outside, but right in the middle it's only doing 600.
Robbo Robertson's just asking, is that chuck tight? It seems to be moving a bit.
I think it's the illusion of the centre.
Yeah, the rim looks as though it's moving around a bit, but I think that's that's just the speed. I think
that will be explained by the missing part.
Yeah, absolutely.
There. So it's shimmering as it goes over. It's tight. It's not quite. I think it's relaxed a bit because I'm a little bit thinner here on the edge than I am over here, but it is definitely tight. I cannot move it as much as I try. So I did.
It was worth checking.
I checked it before I went live because it's been sat in there because I just needed to glue up that shake, which I wasn't sure was a shake or not. There's a little bit of bark inclusion there. So with all the uncertainties, I just wanted to make sure that it was pretty good. And the reason it's shimmering a bit is because I have not quite got it round. So a quick pass off the edge in a minute.
Robbo says, okay, then just checking. Lol.
Yep, no problem at all. I'd rather...
Better safe than sorry.
Yeah. can all make mistakes. We can all forget or think we've done it. Let me go and see if I can, if the other camera gives a better view. Because I'm sort of running out of picture. So we're on that one. So we need to be on that one, I think. Let me just come up the end and adjust it because I've headbutt it a little bit. It's not that one, it's this one.
Sort of overhead, isn't it?
Yeah, but you can actually see into the bowl from there.
Yes. Yes, we're losing the tool at the bottom of the cut. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's not totally square, but you can see the bottom of the cut now, and that will gradually come in, obviously, to the middle. So hopefully, guys, you will see a little bit more.
Some of us are not totally square either, so that's all right.
No.
Very far from it, in fact. Copper Owl wood turning is in.
Hello, Copper. Never remember his name. Is it John or Dave?
I don't know.
I did, but
perhaps he'll tell us in a minute.
Age, yeah. Now I'm not taking light cuts on this. That cut in there is over 3/4 of the wing, and that is a shine there. Away with the grip straight on there without a problem. That's how hard the wood is and dry the wood is.
I think Sidley 61 has just crept in. I didn't see him come, but and Nick Castle.
Hi, Nick.
And Richard Fellan.
Right.
And David Heath. Little flurry of people coming in.
I think what I'm going to do is what I said I would do just now, is just chew the outside off a fraction.
Yes, Robert, it was you, indeed.
It is still you.
It still is, yes. Malcolm Douglas is in.
Not very sharp. Not so. I've only just finished a Zoom meeting before I came out. Didn't have a chance to go through. That one's too long. Am I headbutting the camera? Yeah, I am.
Oh, yes, you have a little bit. Yep.
Yeah.
That's better.
To give you the best picture, it's in the way of my head. It's taken that off, so. Still looks like it's shimmering a fraction, but
yeah, not as much.
No.
Nope.
So let's let's clean that up. So let's have a revamp. Right, and away we go again. Notice I came out of the cut here because it was getting a bit grabby. I think there's a knot that goes through there somewhere.
Steve Hawley has come in, says hi all. Or good day all, in fact.
Good day, mate. Right, that's about the depth. I'm not going to do an SK, I hope. Let the light in from the bottom.
Just talking of SK, he'd be very jealous that you can turn in reverse.
Hasn't he got reverse?
No, apparently not.
Ah.
You'd never guess it, of course. In fact, everybody reminds him all the time.
I thought that was standard on most lathes these days. Someone's nicked me power switch. Is that going to bleach that out too much for you guys?
That's not too, but no, that's not too bad. It did when you shone it straight at it, but
yeah.
No, that's not too bad.
It's basically shining down here underneath of it, but gives me a little bit of light in the bottom there.
Sort of does help, doesn't it? I can only guess that Copper Owl's name is Rob, because Chris Dodd says, Rob, I like your new little Copper Owl picture thingy.
Oh, so it's obviously Rob then.
That sounds like Rob, yep.
Yeah.
Thank you, Chris.
Right. Another thing that you guys will notice, when I was out here, I could take quite a heavy chunk of heavy bite. Now I'm taking a lot smaller bite. Because this is travelling a lot slower than this is. So it needs cut. it was still cut, but what was a 3/4 inch cut on the outside is now 4 or 5 mil.
Copperell says, sorry. Copperell says, good detective work, guys. Yes, it is, Rob. So I shall try and remember.
But we won't guarantee that we will remember.
No.
Right. Okay. The depth of this is that. Oh, I've still got quite a bit I can go and still take 1/2 inch out the bottom. And still be on the safe side. Still be on the dark side.
Jappy Makes is in.
Hello, mate. We've got a complete worldwide audience today.
Yes.
American, Canadians, South Africans.
Benjamin is in.
Hello, Ben. I think that
A comment I don't fully understand. He says, what's up, my humans? I'm sure there's significant
planet, doesn't he?
I think that's what it must be.
Yeah, it comes from a different planet. One down under, is it? Right, just change. Oh, a sharp one. That makes all the difference. If I dare wind it up a bit more.
Chris Dodds is suggesting write Rob on your lathe so you won't forget. I have actually written it on a piece of paper, Chris, along with a few others. A question from Rob. Why do you keep the face ring on?
I do quite a lot of teaching, particularly down the museum where we and I both belong to, and they are straight off the street, a lot of them. And rather than put the bevel on as we do, find the cut, they'll just stab the chisel in. And it wouldn't be the first time that either the mortise or the tenon has given way on the back. Well, you try remounting it if you've taken off the faceplate ring. For the stuff that we do down the museum, I use this size. This is an F, Axminster F faceplate ring, and it's a lot smaller than what the seed jaws are. It's half the size. So you can get that on the bottom of a 6-inch bowl. And 6-inch bowl will give you can actually leave it on as a recess and turn it. But if you leave it on there and you do get an oops moment and the disc goes across the workshop one way and another and someone's got dirty pants, you can at least remount it and return a mortise or a tenon. That's the only reason I do it. I've learnt from other people's mistakes, and it's not in the way there now. Another 2 cuts and it will be, but I've done all of this. I've done half an hour's turning on it, and had I have had a nasty or an oops moment, it was still salvageable, and I wouldn't have to try and work it or try and get it between centres, which I can't do on here because I haven't got the depth. So that's the only reason, and I think for me it's a good enough reason to adopt all the time. There's very few times I will take the faceplate ring off until I've actually got to the position where I need to take it off. And if you're turning something soft or softer in the way of wood, something like this piece of sequoia with, you can just about see it, 1/2-inch wide growth rings on there. If you put I wouldn't put a tenon on this because it just wouldn't hold, but if you put a mortise in there and it does decide to give up, you've still got the faceplate ring on that you can remount it. So hopefully that answers, to me, a basic question, Robbo, but thank you for bringing it up.
Copperell
Rob,
Rob.
was it?
Yeah,
Oh, it's Copperell Rob.
yeah. Now I know his name.
It up. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the only reason.
He's summed it up quite well. So it is insurance in case you need to rework the mortise or tenon. Great idea.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's got it.
Don't know whether you can see that one. There's a massive knot there. There's another one here, just on the shoulder, and that runs all the way through here. That's why it's bouncing a bit on the tool, as well as knocking the edge off before I even get too far.
Robbo says he knew why he does the same with some students.
Right.
And Copperell says you can call him Robbo, it's an honour.
Don't know whether you're picking up the noise off of the chisel.
Just a bit.
Yeah, that's the knot jumping over the edge.
Robbo Robertson says he's blushing now.
Let's knock the edge off of that one already.
It doesn't take long, does it?
No, not. Sorry, I
some
keep
timbers.
You guys.
It's all right. We're used to it. Almost grown to like it, really.
Yeah, going down a size now. So this is only 1/2 inch. But again, a bowl gouge, swept back wings, because all of mine are like that. But I always put a relief grind on the back so that I'm halving the length of the bevel.
Yeah, Robbo's saying it sounds very hard. Very wasn't the word he used, but it certainly does sound hard. Just with that knot in it, or those knots in it. It will be,
I'm just going to run this to the middle. So this is where you need to let the wood cut itself on the tool. It's no good forcing it through. No good being impatient.
Well, gentleman wood turner's got to go.
Thanks for popping in, Mark. I'll have to catch up with your live last night, which I didn't realise was on. I had a Zoom meeting, and I could have cancelled it earlier or pulled it an end to it, but I just, that one's too thin. Now I go over to the short. We've got another spare one up here. But I don't like the handle on this one, that's why I don't use it so often. But it is sharp. Right, turn that off, take that off. All my chisels are ground to exactly the same angle. So I can pick up one and know what the cutting angle is straight away without having to find it. 2-inch 10s in pre-piloted holes, 6 of them.
Yes. That weight of timber, you can't afford to take chances, can you?
No, no. At least they all came out.
Yes.
So, it's a fair lump of faceplate ring, but it works. It's done its job. I need to set a step soon. Clean some glasses. I've got close on a foot on the floor here of shavings.
Yeah, there will be a lot.
Yeah. Right, now I can nibble away at the hub. Yes, there's the
wood turning by Barry is in. Says good afternoon,
Barry.
everybody.
You've still got some entertainment to look forward to.
Oh,
didn't sound very nice.
No, it didn't.
Okay.
What you got in there?
Looks like someone's put a screw in there.
So it sounded a bit like that.
Yeah, it's definitely metal.
Good job. That's all rubbish. That bit, isn't it?
Yeah. Right. Okay. Bear with me, guys. I'm not escaping. Just got to go and find something that might get rid of that. I don't know how deep it is. that one would work if all else failed. So, what am I looking for? I'm not looking for that. You're not talking to yourself again? No, I don't do things like that. Okay.
You get the answers you
Right.
want that way, though.
Yeah. My intention is to put the parting tool in either side
Yeah.
of what it is.
Get some access to it. Yeah.
Coming clear of it on the inside.
Robert Hodgepodge says, got to love little surprises like this.
Yeah. What it is, it's not even gone in square for the feel of it.
Oh, goody.
See if this will ever cut again. Don't think so.
It's got a bit of a chunk missing, yeah. The other side's all right, yeah.
Yeah. It's not going to be too much of a problem to go and resharpen it, but I was hoping I wouldn't need to. But it does give you guys the advantage of seeing how I overcome things that we don't know that are there. Right. What have we got? There's something there that's metal.
Yeah, you should be able to get to it now, though, shouldn't you?
Well, I'm hoping that I can
just like that.
Peel a bit away from it. It's a thin screw. That's in there. Looks like there is only the one. I'm going to see if I can get a little bit deeper.
Yeah, I wonder how long it is, yeah.
The outside's not an issue. It's the inside. Right, see what we got now.
Yes.
I don't know how that could have got in there, because I had this planked and it stood in a mate's garage for 5-6 years, drying out. Ah, look at that.
That's it. It's out.
Well, it's about an inch of a 6. Nothing very special, so God knows how it got in there. Nothing to do with me. Because my screw holes are on the outside of this.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I think whatever it was has gone. I'm well past it now. Not that you guys can see a lot at the moment. I'll keep coming in front of myself and covering it up. Is that too bleached out, Andy, or is that okay?
No, that's fine. That's absolutely fine.
Oh, I can actually see a bit more now. Right, stop and reposition the tool rest and get a bit closer. That's why it's being a bit awkward. There's a big branch, big knot just there as well. One there and one there.
Yeah, good collection of knots.
Yeah. Girl Guide would love this.
Little Boy Scout, yeah.
A bit too close. That'll do. Right. It's well and truly mullered that. While we're stopped, I'll put another edge on this one. Bear with me, guys. Won't take me long. We're all set up. My Pro Edge isn't a Pro Edge, but it's a CBN. One pass and we're done. Right. Oh, that's better. Get rid of them before they rattle off. Get rid of that. Could have a soft landing. 6 inches of shavings on the floor. Do you want to drop your link in for Thursday night, Andy?
Yes, I will do, certainly.
Scott's working this Thursday, so I was going to do it, but the consensus of opinion last Tuesday was to come on and finish this. Andy and I don't mind which day we're doing. We work around each other. So rather than wait too long, and you got me back again to finish this off.
There it is.
Well done, mate. Yeah, we weren't quite sure whether the hour and a half would have been long enough on the Thursday evening, so the decision was made by most of you guys in the chat that wanted to see it done, and Andy, that I would take his slot Tuesday and he would then take my slot Thursday. Right, let's see what that looks like.
It's
Actually,
going to
not
look gorgeous,
too bad.
isn't it?
Yeah, actually not too bad.
Wood turning by Barry saying he's got to send his lathe motor back to record power. So he's got no lathe for a while. Sounds
They're
like the
normally
bearings.
pretty quick. When Steve had to send his back, it was returned fairly quickly. So not all is lost. I'm going to, as this is a wide area, a tool that I don't particularly like using, but sometimes needs must. Negative rake scraper, round nose scraper, just to lightly pass through there. Drop the volume back a bit.
It's an 8-month-old lathe, and the bearings are gone.
Not good.
No, it's not, is it?
Doesn't say a lot for record power.
No.
Mind you, I think most of theirs are put together in China, aren't they?
I don't know. I really don't.
And shipped over.
Stuff gets built all over the place, doesn't it? So
yeah. I'm just stroking this just to get rid of the cut lines. Looks a bit like an exaggerated 78 record. Not much you can do about that. It's the nature of the beast. Even with a freshly sharpened gouge, it still didn't want to play ball.
You're doing well. You've only been going 54 minutes, so.
Well, like I just said, we did know that it would be more than an hour.
Yes. Yeah. But no, you're doing well.
Nature of the wood. And if I'm still here in 2 hours' time and Andy's disappeared, yeah, I want to finish it. And I think you guys want to see it finished now as well. Whether it's totally finished.
It's going to look absolutely gorgeous, there's no doubt about that.
Yeah.
It's a lovely, lovely piece of timber.
Which is one of the reasons I didn't want to waste doing it. Let's do it when you guys are watching. I know I've
turning
got
blade.
the advantage that I can do it. Not like some of you that you can't get anything above sort of 12, 14 inches on your lathes. I do have the advantage that I can get this sort of size on there. Oh, that's 100% better.
Oh, Lionel's in. Good afternoon, Lionel.
Hello, Lionel.
And Barry says yes, made in China. And then
Yeah.
CN is there a China in Canada? Don't know. Bit confused there.
Doesn't take much for us, though, does it, mate?
No, it doesn't. Absolutely.
Not get confused.
In fact, can always be proud of it.
Yep. Just a little bit of a minor lump just there. As it's coming off of the scraper so well, I'm not worried.
I think Lionel is talking rugby, but he's talking it in French. So
He can say what he likes in French because I won't understand a word.
So something about the ticket office being open for the 2022. Something about France versus England, I think.
Oh, whatever it is, we're thrashed for French anyway, aren't we?
Yeah, well, we should do. Yeah, I mean, you know.
I think he's on about snooker, isn't he?
I honestly don't know. No idea. No, Six Nations is rugby, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, I do know that much.
Yeah,
I don't know much about sport.
I was going to wind him up, though, isn't I?
Oh, okay. Yeah, snooker then. Yeah.
Right. Oh, I think, guys, that is the turn-in done.
Well done. Round of applause.
A large scotch, but I don't drink much. Right.
Not between mouthfuls, anyway.
No.
That is going to look lovely, isn't it? Look at that.
It's going to look fantastic. Right. Not that it really needs it, but I'm going over to start it with 80 grit. Drop the volume down a bit. Set it up so it doesn't vibrate. I've got extractor running. For those that hadn't realised, I am going the right way around now. Driving it clockwise. Major sucker's working quite well. I can feel this jumping on the knot. stop and see what we're looking at. A little bit on the end grain, just missing.
Raquel's Craftworks is in. Seth, isn't it?
Yes, Seth, yeah. Just polishing the paper where it's so hard.
Gerard's got to go.
Thank you for stopping by, Gerard. You can quite see me over here.
Yep, no problems.
A pair of knots just there. It was bouncing on the knots.
Robbo says he likes the way that you have defined the rim of the bowl.
It's just a preference on something this size, Robbo. If it was smaller, I probably wouldn't have bothered.
Oh, Mark's woodshed is in.
All right.
Good. And he's asked what the diameter of the piece is. It's 22 inches.
And it's bloody hard. Yeah. I should imagine sort of Jarrah over in Oz would be equivalent sort of hardness. Not the easiest to finish. Just through going over it lightly.
Doug Miller's asking what the depth is. Well, the piece of the wood was 3 inches thick, wasn't it?
It was about 3 inches thick, and I'm down to about 2 1/4, I think, the depth. I don't want it to be light. It's a farmhouse style plate. So they always tend to be a bit on the heavier side. I'm not putting any weight on this paper. It's literally the paper's just dusting over the surface. It'd be nice
Robbo's comment is some yew can be harder than Jarrah.
Yep. I think with all the multi-directional grain that we had on this, we have exactly that. And this last bit is end grain, so it just kicks a little bit.
Yep, more knots than a scout camp, as Robbo says. I can't do an Australian accent.
That one, sorry.
More knots than a scout camp.
Yep, that's true. Can't see much through my glasses, but
Details.
what I can't see looks quite good. Right, I go from 80 up to 120.
And we all can't wait for the sanding sealant to go on.
I know, makes all the difference. Right. Hopefully these last two grips will be quite a bit quicker. So what I've done is I'm running now in reverse, the same way as I turned it. So I'm changing the direction of sanding. Sanded the first 80 grit in forward.
Hodgepodge was asking what grit you started off with.
I started with 80.
There you go.
I think I could have got away with 120, but I don't see the point in putting the little angle drill through all that punishment and possibly 2-3 bits of paper on the arbor just to get rid of a few marks.
And as well as introducing more heat into the timber.
Yeah, just got an awkward bit just there.
What a quest, I'll ask it in a minute. Further question from Mark's Woodshed. Roughly how long was the U-blank seasoning?
It was cut down about 12 years ago from memory, which is crap at the moment. It was in a mate's garage for 6 years. It's been around the back of my place here for the last 6 years. I cut the disc last year around about July, August time when it was still dry, only so that I could move it, because there was another 2, if not 3, there's at least 2 this size come out of it. But I decided that I can't sell big ones like this. It would be better off making them smaller, so I made smaller ones. So the plank was just shy of 6 foot, and it's a 600-year-old tree that was cut down. It was completely rotten at the top, no growth on it whatsoever. Bear with me, guys. I've sanded this and got a coat of sanding sealer on, I can actually show you what the outside looked like. And if I said hedgehog, it wouldn't be a million miles out.
Robbo thinks that Wayne had that piece of timber as a lad.
Yeah,
Don't think it's that old.
I think it was possibly well before him as well.
Yeah.
Right, what have we got? Oh, don't know, I can't see a thing. Oh, that's what it looks like.
It looks like one of those contour maps from geography in school, according to Benjamin.
Yeah, I don't think he's far off.
No.
He's got a little bit there that's just showing signs of a little bit of tear. And I find that's one of the biggest issues with wood like this. It's not until you've gone right through the grit that you see the remnants of little bits of fluff that shouldn't be there.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's 240. That's just about right. You're talking to yourself, no, not me. Right, drop the speed down. That seems a bit better. Don't grab the outside. Just a quick hand sand from the middle at 240. And I do get people asking me, why are you hand sanding when you power sanding it? If you're not careful, the power sander, the disc, can actually take out the soft growth on the growth rings, and it can end up a little bit Himalayan, shall we say. So I'll just go over it, see if I can take off the tops of the peaks, just to make it feel a little bit more respectable in the hand. So the outside is pretty good. It's the wild grain on the centre.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. So, oh. Cellulose sanding sealer, because guess what? The normal one is in the back of the car still from Sunday when I demoed, and I think this is going to need another light sand, so I'm just going to give it a flick over with sanding sealer so that you guys can see what it looks like. Yeah, there's a little bit of sanding marks. Nothing that, let's turn this off. I didn't expect to get rid of them all first time. And before this is finished, I will go over it with some Yorkshire grit as well. A good door open. It's a bit high. It's not raining, so it's okay. Cellulose with a shut door isn't always good, is it?
Yeah, especially when you spray it. Yeah. Yeah.
So
God.
there
Don't know which
is
bit I
the.
prefer.
Well, it'll look a lot better when it is totally
Sure.
finished.
Sure. Yep.
But
It looks lovely.
I said I would show you guys the outside.
Making a better life has just come in. Says sorry he's late. He was wood turning and forgot the world exists.
Oh, we exist. That is a burr off the outside. It's a small one. Wayne had the big one and turned it on his VB. That will end up at about 15 diameter by 3.5 inch deep. This has ended up 21 3/4 by 3. So we haven't lost a lot off of it, but this might be one for another live. This is going to be absolutely wild.
This could be interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that would definitely be a 2-part one. I haven't got the power quite in this one, in the polewood, than what Wayne's got on his VB. But that's what it looked like, or the outside of it looked like. So, I'm going to finish this at my leisure. And
Post a picture of it, I hope.
yes, I will post a picture when I finished. Can't bring that round anymore. Maybe just a fraction. It's just missing the bed bars there, so that's the best I can do. But this is big knot, little bit of wild outside just here. Stunning.
It is, yeah, absolutely lovely.
But to do it justice, I need to spend a little bit more time on it and sand it. And I can do that at my leisure.
Yeah, a few comments coming in now.
No one likes to see or to watch anyone standing sanding. I know I don't anyway. No point in doing that. We can all practice our own sanding.
And you don't really want the pressure of the feeling you've got to get it finished early.
No,
when you're sanding,
exactly.
You've got to spend whatever time it takes. So, yeah, so there's a lot to be said for doing it just in peace and quiet. Yep.
I'll go and have another cup of coffee. Bring myself to. Shows a little bit of the grain. Yeah, bring myself to sit down for 5 minutes, take the weight off the leggies.
Yep. And the people saying things like, fantastic, Keith, lovely piece, lovely work. Yep. Looks like it will be really nice. Going to be fabulous. Nice, Keith, really nice. And so on. So, yes, and I absolutely agree. It's going to look stunning, Sidley said.
Thanks, Mark, for stopping by. Mark's woodshed's flying off. Just a flying visit. So, Thursday night, you've got Andy, and if he can stick his link in there again.
I can do that.
I should be maggoting for him, so you've got my dulcet tones again on Thursday. But well, we both volunteer down the museum, so we both know each other, and we both belong to the same wood turning club. So it seems ironic that we work together, and we both got the same sense of humour, and we like to do the same sort of thing. I can actually see the picture on the monitor now.
Oh, good Lord.
Yeah,
Steady on.
Yeah. I'm quite impressed with that.
Yep, the link's there again. Keith.
Thank you.
Getting the hang of this now.
Good.
Very nice piece and very well demonstrated from David Heath.
Well, I try to show you guys what is what you're capable of doing. I mean, yes, I'm quite a lot more advanced than most of you. I'm turning for 30 years now, so can get around most of the issues. The only issue we had was the broken screw, the buried screw. God knows
Yeah,
where that
yeah.
come from.
No.
But
I
showed you
think
how I get rid of it.
your camera angles worked well as well, Keith. So we got a very good view of it.
Good. I didn't spend much time watching the cameras today. It was too big.
Yeah.
Um,
No, that's my job to watch the cameras. So.
yeah. And the chat.
Yep.
So,
But no,
normally I can keep an eye on the chat.
We got a very good view of it. So yeah.
Good.
Well done.
Good. That's what I'm trying to do. Trying to give you guys the best view possible. I've got another camera on order, and I was saying to Andy before we started, that one will be set down here at an angle up, so you'll be able to see working above on the bigger stuff as well. That one's on a tripod, so I can move it around. Don't know whether it works. I had quite good response last time when I had it over this side. Just see my hand, over this side,
Yep.
shooting up. Steve Robbins, is it the one that's in the chair? He said he liked it because he could actually see the angle of presentation of the tool, which you don't always get. I'm quite happy to demonstrate a tool, show you how I use it. Might not be the correct way of doing it, but we all have anomalies that we work with. There's certain things that Andy does that I think,
Yes.
he gets
Yeah,
away. He gets away with it. I'm
I'm sure
probably
there are.
exactly the same. I think we're wood turners. We get over things, and that's what it's about. Enjoying ourselves, having a
Yeah.
bit of fun, but while I'm on the tools, it's deadly serious.
It's a good club to belong to.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
Woodburners Club. It's everybody's
yeah.
nice.
Worldwide and the local ones.
Yeah.
So I'm quite happy to, if anyone wants anything specifically demonstrated, and I've got the tool, I'm quite happy to show it. Been saying a lunchtime beer.
Lunchtime
Not
beer, I think.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure, Ben. I do occasionally, but not if I've been turning.
Get to our age, tend to go to sleep then.
Yeah, so that's feet up on the settee and get moaned at. But I've also got the bloody grass to cut. Oh god, that don't stop growing.
Oh, as does. I've put artificial grass down.
Yeah,
And
but you haven't got a
it's
lot.
magic. No, it's magic.
Yeah. If there's no more questions, guys.
No, it seems to have gone quiet.
Hit the off button, and I do appreciate you all stopping by. I think most of you guys have subscribed to the channel and liked it. If you do come up with a question afterwards, you can always plant it underneath the video when it comes up on the tubes, probably tomorrow. But, I will be posting pictures within the next couple of days of the finished item, but I'm not putting myself under pressure. I've just noticed there's a little bit of a mark just here, which the camera isn't picking up, but it's a bit of weird grain across there. But now I've put a coat of sanding sealer on, I can at least hit it with some fine paper and hand sand that out. I've got some flour paper, and I've got 240 is more than enough. That won't take long to rub that out and just tidy it up. It's just funny places which you get with weird bits of wood like this. And I can't say it's a conventional piece of wood because it's not.
Benjamin says, did you say what you're going to do with it? Keep it? Give it away?
I'm certainly not giving it away. If you're interested, you make me an offer. I can always say no. All of my pieces are for sale. I say that because I think we've got enough indoors. If it isn't for sale, it won't get sold. But if anyone's interested in any of the work that I've done, like it says on my website, on the Circular Wood Facebook page, give us a shout and come up with a price if it's agreeable, plus postage or including postage. We can start talking. Let's go and find me on the camera instead of looking at that. I think that's probably better than me, but still.
I wouldn't dream of commenting.
Just come back into, if it wants to work. Come on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Think. It's that one.
That's the one with the bags.
It's the one with the bags. At least you see, I can see the camera now. I've just dusted it down. So, yeah, I sell down here, Hamberley Museum, down in West Sussex. Demonstrate there. Had last Sunday down there. I've got this coming Sunday down there. Do a few craft fairs around the world, local to me. I've got to get rid of it. Yes, it's worth a lot, but it's worth more to someone that's really interested in it than what it is to me. I expect it should get 3 figures on the price. But if you come in with a decent number, let's get rid of that bit off the screen. Yeah, if you come in with a decent number, I'm sure it can be sold and sent off to you.
Thanks, Steve.
Bag cam,
yeah. That's his name for this camera.
All right.
It's showing the bags.
Okay. two reds and a green. And just to make sure that I don't run out of greens, I've got some more there.
Yeah. Good.
It's only offcuts of mostly pen blanks, but a lady makes jewellery. Can you save them? Yeah, can you save them? Yeah, I can save them. It's no problem. I'll sling them in the bag instead of slinging them in the pit outside. So she makes something out of it. I usually get a couple of cans of drink out of it. So with that having said, 19 of you, I'm going to say cheerio to the 19 of you that are stubbornly not wanting to go, and hit the off button.
Bye, everybody.
We'll see you again Thursday evening, hopefully with Andy. So here we go, guys. End broadcast.